And then offensive, how do you do? What's your build-up play? What's your chance creation? Like, what's your go-to? What do you think's the best to use?
So normally always balance on build-up play.
Okay.
However, if I'm chasing a goal, I'll probably go long ball. Just basically the aim is, as I say, you can get some players running in behind, then you laugh it, a few bodies, pin them back, and create chance from there, and then direct passing. So normally balance direct passing, but it can go to long ball if I'm struggling to break someone down. You know, there's certain players where I know they're already a really good defender. A guy called Nicholas comes to mind, Argentinian player. He's always one where I say, right, I need to do something different. I can't stay unbalanced anymore. So that's when I'll go long ball. But yeah, normally balanced and direct passing, and then not too wide in attack either, to be fair. Just keep it fairly narrow.
Yeah, so with this formation itself, obviously you want 2 centre mids on stay back, but you actually want one of them on the balance and cover wing. So the reason why is this defends then in a 4-4-2. Yeah, so I say that's important because this formation, as good as it is going forwards, if you don't have the right instructions, it won't defend the way you want it to.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you get exposed very easily.
What's the go-to formation that you think that you'll be using this year?
Go-to, I'll give you 2, depending on how you play.
Yeah.
The main one that a lot of the pros using is 4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
It's what we call meta, most effective. I don't know what meta actually stands for. It's like most effective something. The pros are loving it, and I'd say like a 4-2-2 or a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Because the 4-3-2-1 is very narrow. So if you ever struggle, you know, you think, oh, too many bodies in the middle, I need something else. Normally go 4-4-2 as like a backup.
One thing I would advise the fullback that you want going forward, have a bit more pace and agility, because you don't want them to be too clunky on the ball when you're moving. And then the more defensive fullback keeps stay back. So one on stay back and the other balanced and overlap.
So when you're on the ball in attack, do you find yourself, you know, slowly being patient in the build-up, or do you just try and hit him on the counter and just, you know, full speed ahead?
I think the first aim is, can I full speed at all times?
Yeah.
Like, can I go on the counter attack? That's the first thing. Then if not, build up slow. But my main thing is trigger runs a lot. I think you see a lot of like runs.
Yeah.
Because it just gives them something else to think about. Like you can't keep marking everything. And then, you know, if I have 3 runners, you've got to choose one. Then I'll just pass to another one. That is normally the aim. Obviously, it doesn't always go to plan.
I've noticed speaking to a lot of the pros is they don't tend to go for that. They tend to go balanced. Yes. Is that what you do as well?
Yeah, because I think pros like to manually rely on the game as much as they can with their own input first. And I think the thing with press up possession or press on heavy touch is good and it will work for a lot of people. But it's the time that you don't want it to happen, and then it happens. You know, like you might be 1-0 up, and you think, right, like I want to relax for 5 minutes, and you know all your players are flying forward.
And then you got counter,
counter attacked. Yeah, and I think some pros, if they're in a rush or they want to press the ball, they'll just flick T press on in the game.
Yeah,
I think it's down then left.
Yeah,
and they'll do that instead.
The depth is personal preference. If you go into 71 territory, there's something called auto-offside trap, so like your team would auto kind of push up a bit more.
Sometimes it is good for the game to help you as much as you can, because obviously we don't have full control over every player.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the auto-offside traps are a sticky one, because you know they'll pay off one time, the next time you think, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I could have just done it myself.
The problem I have with 4-2-2 is it plays like 4-2-4 in attack. Okay. So when you're attacking, you have the ball, you have 2 midfielders. I feel like your left and right attacking mid are like left and right wing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you lose the ball, they take a little while to transition and defend.
This is probably the biggest thing about the 4-3-2-1, what everyone needs to pick up on if you're going to play this formation, is that the reason one fullback is on overlap is because it's going to be very compact in the middle. You always have an out pass, because the left back stays on the halfway line if you keep him there and stay back. The right back goes about 10 yards, I'd say, further up the pitch. Yeah. As soon as you're pinned in, you go to the right back, and then they have to come over to you. You have 2 options. You either stay out wide, you either go past him, or you can just bring it back inside again. So yeah, the 4-3-2-1 does not work with both defenders on stay back.
Yeah.
But most other formations are just, I always keep them on stay back, but for this one it's got special rules.
So if you're more like an intricate player who likes to pass it around, you think the 4-3-2-1 when it's overloaded more centrally, or?
Yeah, I think it's easy for anyone to pick that formation up as well. From what I've told people online, it seems like a lot of people get on with the 4-3-2-1 a bit more, because I think the way the AI sets up, because obviously we can only control 1 player out of 11, so you need the AI to set up nicely for you. And in the 4-3-2-1, it just feels like whoever you pass to, it's always, you know, you got the fullback option, or you got ones in midfield as well, and you got the forward. So yeah, it seems to me, I'd say that's the one for most people to think.
That's the one that everyone said so far. They give me 1 or 2, and every time it's the 4-3-2.
Yeah.